All right, what is up, you guys? What's up? What's up, you guys? What? How you guys doing? All right, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. Um, I love this Ferrari. This is, I believe, 60 or 67 or 68, 60s, mid to late 60s Ferrari 250 GTO, as you guys can see. And this is the most expensive car. This is the most expensive car in the world. It sells anywhere between 30 and 80 million dollars. It's the world record, the 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 one that holds the title as the most expensive car in the world. Okay, um, like I said, number one, the most expensive car in the world. Average is anywhere between 50 and 60 million dollars. But do not be surprised that it can go as high as 80 million dollars. 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 million dollars. I personally believe and feel and think, I basically predict that in the near future it will hit 100 million dollars and probably 100 plus million dollars, even over 100 million. In other words, probably yeah, like over 100 million, 100 plus million dollars, at least 100 million or 100 plus million dollars. That's what I feel. That's what I think. That's what I can see. That's what it's like I have this vision that I can see this car appraising as high as 100 million dollars. And even if it's not in the near future, even if it's years or decades down the road, I just see this car selling, or having a cost, a worth, a value, a price, an appraisal cost or a price of, like I said, probably at least $100 million or 100 plus million dollars. I can just see that because it already was between 50 and 60 million. Now, right now, with the market being a little bit low, it's still 30 to 40 million dollars. When the market goes back up, not only is it going to be 50 to 60 million, I feel like it will hit 60 to 80 million dollars, and then 80 to 100 plus million dollars, or at least 100 million dollars. That's what I can foresee in the future, whether it's near future or later on, distant future, but that's what I see. And yeah, and you know what, guys? No, it's not a one or two or three or four or $5 million Bugatti that is the most expensive car in the world. No. Classic cars like this one, nostalgic cars, nostalgia, vintage, retro cars, the old classic cars like this one right here, like this 60s Ferrari 250 GTO, is the most expensive car in the world. It's the classic cars that are the most expensive cars in the world, you guys. It's not new, nice, expensive cars like the Bugattis or the Bugatti that is the most expensive car in the world. No. It's cars like this one. And the second most expensive car in the world is the Mercedes-Benz Goldwing, if I'm not mistaken. That's the second most expensive car in the world. That's immediately after this one. So yeah, it's the classic cars, you guys. The collectibles, the collectible cars, the collectibles. Those are the ones that are the most expensive and nicest cars in the world. The most desirable cars in the world. You basically have to have at least hundreds of millions of dollars to be able to buy and afford this. If not, preferably be a billionaire or more, multi-billionaire, to really truly be able to afford and maintain this, insure this, register this, and whatnot, etc. and so on. Because if you, okay, let's say you have tens of millions. I'm sorry about that, guys. I hate when that happens, and it always does happen, but hey, it is what it is. So be it. But like I was saying, I want to share this with you guys because I feel it's important, because there's a lot of people out there that think, oh my God, the Bugatti, and it is an awesome car. Don't get me wrong. The Veyron, Sport, the Veyron Super Sport, and whatnot, etc., and so on. The new Chiron or the new Chiron. Some people pronounce it Chiron. Some other people pronounce it Chiron. The new Bugatti that's like now 1,500 horsepower, not just 998 horsepower or 1,000 horsepower or 1,100 horsepower or 1,200 horsepower, but the new Bugatti is 1,500 horsepower. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's about a $3 to $5 million plus car. That's still nothing compared to this. This is the world record. This is the most expensive car. Like I was saying, it's the most expensive cars, or rather, the most expensive cars in the world are classic, collectible, nostalgic, or nostalgia, retro, vintage cars like this one. Not new cars. Not even the new, nicest, most expensive car in the world like Bugatti. Doesn't even come close. It doesn't even compare. It's nothing compared to classic cars like this one right here. The 60s Ferrari 250 GTO. This is expensive. It's the classic cars that everyone wants, but there's only so many. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's one of one, but I could be mistaken on that part because I know there's a lot of 250 GTOs. But well, there's only so many, but I'm saying there's more than one is what I mean. But yeah, these are $30 million cars, like I said, and it could be anywhere between 30 and 80 million, at least averaging out between 50 and 60 million. So there you go. Just wanted to share that with you guys. I think it's outstanding. Like the Italians say, che bella. I mean, look at it. What a gorgeous car. What a beauty. Sexy, gorgeous. It's hot. It's just, whoa. Look at it. Che bella. All right, you guys. See you on the next video.